Hotspots, red zones, heat maps. There's different names in different apps for them, but we all know what they are if you do gig work. It's the areas of the map that shows where things are supposed to be busy. But why do we drive there and don't get offers? We'll talk about that today. In the meantime, let's deliver. Hi everyone, it's Pop. We're back with another ride along and a discussion about hotspots later on. It's Friday afternoon, Memorial Day weekend. I've been getting notices from Spark all week about driving this weekend, higher volume than usual, wanting drivers out here. This particular store that I'm at, which is the one that I usually start off at, does have an incentive today. 4 trips, $20 extra. And we're going to see if it's really busy or not, because the map doesn't show that there's very much going on at any of the hotspots, or none of the stores even had a color until just a couple of minutes ago when I drove up. So let's get the app turned on and see what happens. All right, so I got my tracking app turned on so we know what time and mileage I do today. Just turned on Spark, and already within a few seconds I've got an offer here. It's a just for you. It's a combo order, a curbside grocery with 3 drop-offs and 1 GMD drop-off with 1 item. It's $27.51 for 8.3 miles, 41 minutes. So it looks like a pretty good offer, so I'm going to go ahead and get busy with it, and we'll let you know what happens. Well, we're off to a great start. The 27.51, 8.3 miles, 41 minutes, drive up to the curbside. Not many cars there. Before I even had a chance to check in, trip canceled. So we're sitting out here again, waiting for another offer. Okay, after waiting 20 minutes, we finally got one. Had several junk orders that I declined came up. This one is 2263, 1.6 miles, 22 minutes. It's a curbside pickup, 1 drop-off, delivering 23 items to a house. So let's see if we can pick this one up without it getting canceled. From the time I confirmed arrival to the time I got on the road is 10 minutes. We're 2 minutes away from our drop-off. Let's deliver. We got that one dropped off. It was an easy drop-off, other than the GPS taking me onto the road behind the house instead of front of the house. But other than that, we're heading back to the store, see what happens. Okay, after waiting about 5-10 minutes or so, we got one that just came in. I had a few junk ones came in, but this one is $20.41, 6.1 miles, 28 minutes. It's an express shopping. It has 7 items to shop for, so we're gonna head into the store and shop for this one and head out and deliver. Okay, we got that shopping done. There were 2 items that they didn't have, and the customer did not allow substitutions. I don't know if I got it caught on the dash cam or not. If I did, I'll show it to you, but I just got my vehicle almost attacked by a squirrel.
Turn right onto
He was running down the road, he stopped and he looked at me like, "You're gonna get out of my way." But evidently he got out of the way, not me. So we're heading to the customers to drop it off. Let's deliver. Customer note said to leave at the open garage door. While I drove up, the garage door was closed, so I went to the back to get the order, and while I was there I sent her an in-app message, "Hey, your instructions say open garage, but it's closed." So I went ahead and started grabbing the bags. First thing I know, the garage door starts opening. She came out and met me and said, "Oh no, I heard the ding on the phone," and said, "Oh no, he's here." So anyway, that got dropped off, completed, everything's done. We heading back to the store. Okay, I just took a combo order, 3 grocery, 3 GMDs. Yeah, it's not the best there is. It's one of those that you take whenever things are kind of slow, and things are kind of slow as far as orders coming. That says it's ready, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready for that. But it's $17.20, 8.8 miles, 47 minutes. We'll see how it comes out. It does have the multi-trip incentive on it, although you don't take things because of the incentive. You take them that they make sense without it. But like I said, this is one of those borderline. When we hit the road, I want to talk about another order that I rejected just a little while ago. So we're going to get loaded up, and I'll get back to you shortly. You know what happens with these combo orders. Every one of them, same old, same old. Drive up, check in. 7 minutes of waiting. Guess what happens? I'm loaded. We're going. Let's deliver. All right, got those dropped off. 2 of them had customers waiting for me. The rest of them were just simple, drop it off and go. I wanted to talk about an offer that I turned down. And even at this moment, I'm still debating if it was the right choice or not. For those of you that haven't seen me before, I live in a zone that has 5 Walmarts and a Sam's Club. I have what's called a North Store, a South Store, a West Store, an East Store, and a Southeast Store. The Southeast Store is where I've been hanging out at today. It's the store that I probably spark out of the most. Typically in the evenings, I try to get offers that will bring me towards the North Store because I live north of the North Store. So if I can get something that brings me there, that pays part of my trip back home. This particular offer was $28.19 for 13.4 miles. 7 drops. It was a GMD order. When I looked at the map, it literally left me a mile away from the North Store. So I could have done the $28.19 order, 13.4 miles plus the extra mile to drive to the other store, and continued off of there. Well, I didn't take it because there's the incentive that Spark has right now at the store that I was at. An extra $20 for 4 trips completed. I had to debate, okay, if I went to the North Store now, would I, with other offers, have time to come back to the Southeast Store to be able to complete the incentive? So my thinking was probably not, maybe not. You never really know. So I said, okay, I'm going to pass that one up because if I stay there and take other offers, I can get that $20 bonus. Did I make the right choice? If I would have gone on that one, that would have been $28. This trip here was $17, so that's $10 difference, $11 difference. That's half of the $20 bonus that I'm going to get, more than likely. I've only got 1 trip left to get it, by staying at the North Store. But did I lose out on something by not going to the North Store? Give me your comments. What would you have done? Would you have stayed and taken this one here for $17 to be able to stay at the store where the incentive is at and get the extra $20? or take the other one for $28 and hopefully, maybe, possibly get back to this store with the incentives later on in the night. Still got 3 to 4 hours left to do. Give me your comments. What's your opinion? What would you have done? $15.50, 0.8 miles. This got me the $20 incentive, so I'm happy about that. Now is open game. If I get another one like I did earlier that brings me to another store, I'm going to that other store. So I've already shopped, dropped that one off. I'm about to pull back up into the parking lot here and wait for the next order. Okay, while waiting for the next order, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the hot spots and the hot zones. If you do DoorDash, Uber Eats, or any of the food stuff, you know that they have the heat maps showing the red areas on your map that's supposed to be busy. They claim, especially DoorDash, says that these are zones that they are predicting to have a heavy amount or a large amount of orders based on history and current trends. How many times have you gone to one of these hot spots and you sit there, nothing happens? Same thing with Spark. Spark says the stores with the red circles around them are the busy areas, the busy stores. They try to get you to go to these locations, and a lot of times, again, you get there, everything can be glowing red, flashing, they can be saying higher volume order, and you still sit there. Your metrics are good, so what's the deal? Well, let's start off with the food delivery. Let's start off with DoorDash, Uber Eats. Is it really what they say? Is it really a busy area that they want you to go to, or is it something else? Yes and no. It is a busy area based on their history and their prediction of what is going to happen that day, for the trends of what normally happens on that day of the week. That is true. So they're not lying to you there, but there's more to it than just that. They predict where it's going to get heavy at in the near future. They're not looking at anything at that exact moment necessarily. They're looking at it, and I'm going to use some numbers just as an example. It's not, I mean, these numbers can be way off, but this is just an illustration. Let's say they're predicting that in 30 minutes from now, they're going to have 100 orders in this one area, but there's only 90 drivers available. So they need to get drivers out there. They need to get people there available to make the deliveries. So ahead of time, I don't know what the time frame is. I've heard about 30 minutes or so, but they will make this hotspot, and they will try to get people to go there because they know that it will take 10, 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes to get the drivers to migrate over there. It's kind of like baiting the hook to go fishing. They know that in 30 minutes from now it's going to get busy, should get busy according to their predictions. So they put out these hot spots, these little flames in the map and what have you, to try to get drivers to go there. So as the example, if there's 100 orders that they're thinking is going to happen there in a half hour from now, they need to try to get a certain number of drivers. 100 drivers, you might think, to do 100 orders. That's not what they're looking for, because they know that there's a percentage of those drivers that's going to reject a lot of the offers. So they're trying to get all these drivers to go. It's kind of like putting a bait on the hook to go fishing. They throw that bait out there, and it might take 10, 15, 20 minutes to get drivers to go out there. So they do everything they can to get an abundance of drivers to that area, so that when an offer does come up, one of their orders comes up, there is a driver somewhere in that pool that's going to take the offer so that their food gets delivered. DoorDash's food gets their delivery done. So that's why you can get to one of these hotspots and not get any offers because the orders may not have been placed yet. This is a prediction for the future, the next few minutes. So you might get there in one of these hot zones and sit there 10, 15 minutes and not get anything because the busy time's not there yet, so to speak. Now, once that time happens, there's another reason you may not get offers. One, DoorDash was successful or Uber Eats was successful. They got a bunch of drivers out there to get these orders. So now the area is oversaturated with drivers. Okay. Number two, their AI prediction could be wrong. Just because the last 6 weeks on Thursday at 6 o'clock they had 100 orders at this one area doesn't mean that this time it's going to be the same thing. So they may not get all the orders that they thought they were going to get along with the larger number of drivers. So again, you sit and wait. Are they lying to you about busy areas? No, they're not necessarily lying to you about it. But it's put a bait out there to catch the fish, to bring them all in so that there's a pool of drivers that they can pick from. Yes, it may be busy. Maybe there's oversaturated drivers. So it's not necessarily there's a hot spot, go to it, and you're going to get an offer. Same thing with Spark. They have the little red circles. They put out notifications that, hey, we've got a higher volume order coming up. Get out there. Spark knows that too. Spark knows that it's going to take, if they bait the drivers right, it's going to take 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes to get the drivers out there. So again, you might have a store with a big red circle on it and you're sitting in the parking lot and you get nothing and you see nobody else doing anything. This could be the reason. They're predicting a little bit ahead of time, trying to get drivers out there so that when the orders do come in, they've got a good pool of drivers to pick from. You're going to have drivers that's going to reject a bunch of stuff, so you have to have more drivers than you have offers or orders. That's my take on the hot zones, the heat maps, the whatever you want to call them. I've heard this from other influencers before. It's not anything new that I came up with, although, I mean, it's kind of obvious when you look at it. It makes sense. So tell me what you think about it. Comment below. Hot spots, hot zones. Do you agree or disagree? One more thing I want to add, I just thought about. By the North store, I've had times in the past where it would get slow, so I would turn on DoorDash to see what's going on. And in that particular area, that little town that Walmart is in, it never has a hot spot. I have never seen a hot spot there yet. But I'll sit in the parking lot of Walmart or go right down the road to Chili's or someplace like that and turn on DoorDash and get some decent offers. For example, here one time I got one. It was for a pickup at IHOP. I go into IHOP. Again, there's no hot spot there. No red on the map anywhere near that area. I walk into IHOP. There are 5 other Dashers waiting for orders. So that one restaurant, including me, had 6 Dashers, all picking up orders. No hotspot. There's other restaurants there. I'm sure there were Dashers picking up stuff from other places too. I picked up from other places there. So the hotspot doesn't necessarily mean or guarantee you offers. All right, we went ahead and turned off the Spark app. It is completely dead right now. So much for notifications saying how busy they're going to be this weekend starting today. So we're sitting here in a parking lot. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 9 restaurants just in this parking spot right here. And then the parking spots over there has got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Got 7 restaurants over there, and these are no little fast food places. But anyway, this is one of the places I like to park to take off with DoorDash. I've got the app open. It says 3-minute average wait, which is so-so. So I'm going to hit dash. Pick my ending time. Finding offers. You're in a good place to wait for offers. Let me get a screenshot of the heat zone here. We're waiting. It says 1 to 5 minutes. Here we go. $14, 7.3 miles. Take about 30 minutes to do from Chili's. Hey. All right. I will hit accept. Hit go. And we are on the way to Dash. One thing that I wish Spark would do that DoorDash does, look here, you can see on this delivery card, there's a little photograph of the door of the house or apartment that you're going to be delivering to. And if you tap on it, it expands it out even bigger. This way you can see the picture from the last delivery at that particular place. And it helps confirm that you're delivering to the right place. So that's something that I wish DoorDash would... DoorDash? That's something that I wish Spark would do, because it would help verify that we're at the right address if there's no numbers on mailboxes or doors or anything like that. Okay, got that one dropped off. Actually did it in about 15 minutes less time than what it had predicted to take. So I'm heading back towards the direction of my target area that I call it. We'll see what we pick up on the way. All right, been a little busy, haven't had time to tell you exactly what's going on, but I'm on my second order since the last time we talked. One of them that I had just a while ago was a $6 plus. I haven't had a chance yet to see how much the plus was. Now, the reason why I brought this one up is I got back to my target spot. A lot of big name restaurants in this area. And there is a Chick-fil-A, which I can get some pretty good orders from them. And there's a McDonald's. I do not like picking up at McDonald's because they're always late. There's always something going on with them. And I find they normally don't pay very much. Well, this one was a $6 plus, 1 mile, take about 10 minutes. It actually took me a little bit less than that for the delivery part of it. But yes, I did have to wait in the restaurant. So anyway, I just wanted to give you an update. I'm on another delivery right now. It's a stacked order. It's 2 orders picked up from illegal, what's the name of it? Izzo's Illegal Burrito. And we're on the way to drop it off to the 2 customers. And I will give you an update again as things progress.
Turn right.
Got that one dropped off. The GPS location and where the house actually was did not match, so I had to do the DoorDash thing of there was a problem delivering and hit the button that says pin location is at the wrong place, etc., etc. Anyway, got that done. This one did kind of bring me in the opposite direction of where I like to be at this time of the night. I've got maybe about an hour left that I'm going to be doing anything, so I normally at this time like to try to get something that's going to bring me north towards home, and it didn't. So anyway, I'm going to just start heading towards home. I'm going to be passing in front of a couple of Walmarts. Unfortunately, at this particular moment, none of the Walmarts in the zone has any color around them, so they're not very busy. But who knows, maybe I'll get something as I'm passing next to the 2 stores I'm going to be passing next to. and hopefully it'll bring me further north. We'll see. Okay, we're passing by the first Walmart. Nothing yet. Okay, so we passed by the second Walmart on the way home and nothing there. Things seems to be pretty dead on Spark at this moment. So we're going to call it a night. And let's give you some totals of what we did today. Started off on Spark for a total of $95.74. And then we moved over to DoorDash. We did $35.55 on DoorDash for a total of $131.29. I worked a total of 6.3 hours. So $139.29 by 6.3 hours comes out to $20.83. I drove a total of 62.9 miles. So that comes out to $1.90 per mile. Not too bad for a non-busy night. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button, hit subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It helps out the channel to grow, gets these videos out to more people so that some of this information might be helpful to them. Comment below how you like the video, if you have any suggestions or comments about it. We hope to see you again next time. Until then, keep delivering.